That's
that
Ezreal
means
mid.
that Ezreal mid is coming on through. A big giggle coming out from Bulldog here as well, as we're going to have a Trinity Force off.
The Cassante does kind of feel like it locks the Zac into the top lane. That's kind of been the counter lane for, or the reason why Zac is picked as a counter to Cassante in the top lane most of the time. However,
the Dudu Aatrox, and this is a pick that he has single-handedly won a game on. Yeah, he certainly did, and let's see whether it works out. Playing Draven into Zac does not sound like very much fun to me, but it's Chovy, so let's see what happens. The thing about mid lane is you get more levels. The thing about bottom lane is less levels, but you can get all of that money, extra safety in the early game with having a partner. As Chovy going to start spinning the axe and then walks over to Bulldog and starts throwing them at him. Well, Lehens has already flashed on top of Leaper, who is taken down to about 300 health. Welcome to Gen G vs. Quantum Freaks, everyone. This is the first Draven mid game that we've had in the LCK.
and it might be the last.
It might. All right, there's Zenith Blade. Lehens doing some barrel stuff, picking up some turret shots as Pays just trying to follow up with these Mystics. And I think realizing that it's going to be quite difficult for him to actually get on in here. Ward goes down, Cuz sees it. And Bulldog, he's rotating in as well. Gets the secure of the blue as Canyon now going to have to be forced to flash out. Didn't have the grasping roots, I guess.
Those Qs, but not a great start.
Oh yeah, Keen's in trouble. Does manage to push Dudu back, but has to flash still. Cuz good first gank on this Zac, as you can see. Certainly still got it, so like cares even less.
Yeah.
All right, Cuz is going to jump on top of Canyon here. Finds himself the stretch Armstrong as well. Still Canyon able to stand his ground. Plans coming in. Dudu on a ward right now, as Canyon, remember, doesn't have flash available. Grasping Roots is going to stop them both. I don't know how that one hit Cuz.
Zyra, like Canyon is gonna make it happen.
All right, speaking of making it happen, Lehens going in once again. Quantum gonna have to get out of there, but there's the Arcane Shift forward. Grand entrance, and okay, Pays. Quantum, one more auto attack, and that's going to be first blood going over to the Ezreal. There's a Zenith Blade, and Lehens is going to lock down the second.
Toby's like, I do so much damage. Okay, what?
Cuz? Remember, he does have the Bloblets. Well, he is also not going to have to use them just yet. Able to pick up a whole bunch of extra things that he left strewn on the ground. Killing Cassante is really easy.
Sure, and if you're losing all of your lanes, you can't really go anywhere anyways. Yeah, this is a nice attempt here by the Rakan to block the Qs, but he can't block the autos as it turns out. And then this play here was a real rough one.
Yeah, the flash cleanse from the grave situation is not great, but we're going to go back to live as Pays is going to get a second. I'm pretty sure we just saw that in the replay, and it happened again. But we do at least demonstrate the power of that particular ability, being able to press E.
Yeah,
okay, a bit of a punishment here as the ulti from Leaper does come on through. Good barrier timing here from Pays, though, to mitigate that damage. Quantum out, and then Chovy's playing Draven, and that's crazy. And then we look at Keen for some reason as the drive-by smite almost coming on through here for Cuz. Not going to be able to secure it as this Strangle Thorns has really buffed up these minions, and okay, Bulldog taking a lot of damage from the Whirling Death. Canyon still alive, the quickness comes down, Arcane Shift as Pays gets rid of Bulldog and is going to be able to kill him even from over the wall. Dudu, he's trying to end the world, but I think it's his world that's in trouble. And Lehens just looking for that Zenith Blade angle. He's going to be able to get on in there, and that's a Q landing from Canyon.
The knock-up, and then this is that combo you were talking about with the Whirling Death and the True Shot Barrages. Canyon may die.
Yeah, hey? Canyon down to 50 health.
They got one!
Cuz is able to pick it up, and I was just about to say that Gen G were on track for a perfect game, and that is all over now.
Oh.
So there you go.
That's all we had. That's all we had. But at least Kwangdong got one. I don't know what happened to lead up to that, but we'll get the replay.
Well, what if they also managed to? Okay, I'll hold that thought. Is Chovy going to cash in?
Okay, but wait.
And Pays gets one too.
Maybe is it the full 15 plates angle? Oh no, that's not.
And he's looking for IE second, and that's going to be a massive amount of extra money.
He's just going to kill this turret. Like,
yeah, this inner should just be dead.
Yeah, they're losing some stuff cross map, but as it turns out, they're getting closer to winning the game. It's kind of a speed run.
Well, now Leaper is in trouble. Going to have to fly across that very short wall, but this is a second inner. So they managed to get out of turret in the top lane. That's all Quantum Freaks were able to pick up for themselves. There is Cuz moving over. Lehens is pretty tanky, but Pays trying to get himself out of the way of Cuz here as in goes Quantum, looking for Pays with that quickness, but he's a little bit overextended, and he's still going to die. The axe traveled so incredibly far, And now Dudu looking for that angle, looking for the opportunity. Cuz goes in with almost no health. He'll be down to the bloblets in a few moments. And Lehens still just kiting it out. Chovy, 1 versus 3, just walking after them, saying, you aren't going anywhere. And Bulldog, he realizes that there is nothing that he can do. He's just going to be more food for the Draven. And Lehens.
It's okay, it's fine, it's all right, Lehens, give him a chance, you know, you can have one freebie. He just 2-shots people in this fight, it's insane. His Leaper's in trouble.
Yeah, and Lehens is running really fast. That was pretty cool. As Leaper's really dead, Chovy's going to cash in again. Like you say, inefficient, but sometimes you just can't help it. You're just killing everyone. That's kind of how it is. Infinity Edge is done. 4-0-2 for the Draven. Is it the greatest mid pick of all time?
It's a rough time. I don't know how else to put it. It's hard to cast. It's hard to watch.
It is. We've got Cuz in the bottom lane, finally making his way back to try and defend. But I think Quantum Freaks, I mean, I think they know sort of the state of this. And it's probably a bit of a foregone conclusion. Quantum takes so much damage as Chovy just walks towards Bulldog and Quantum and Leaper. Some more of these going down as Whirling Death connects onto Bulldog. It doesn't do very much damage because he just doesn't have very many stacks. Too many kills, Chovy. Maybe it's not his champion after all. As Pays chasing down Dudu, not going to be able to find a flank here as Solar Flare comes in. True Shot Barrage goes down. Keen is able to get himself a kill in this game as well. And Gen G, with these minion waves starting to stack up, they're going to get to work on these Nexus turrets. This was utter domination. We need a word more than shellacking because this was not close at any stage at all as Canyon just dies to the turret. Almost seemed like he didn't even know he was getting hit by it as Bulldog is at least able to get that one back. This is 19.5 minutes in the game. So it is kind of hard to finish it off as Pays flashing, finds that last auto, and the burn from the red buff is enough to get it. That was pretty sexy.
It was the victim of this game for Gen G. I was spending the last few minutes trying to figure out like a term we can have for what this means that's related to Gen G.
That was sick though. Yeah. This is going to be the record, right? If they finish it within like 3 minutes or something like that. I think that it is sort of in front of us.
20 minutes was the fastest.
20 minutes. Never mind. So not going to quite get there. But still, it is a pretty fast game. Quantum Freaks looking to try and desperately defend, but there's the Stranglethorns. They're going to get the knock up onto Cuz. He's out of there. He ain't tanking anything right now. Solar Flare going to connect perfectly onto Bulldog. They all pile in. That is going to be Lehens sacrificed, but I mean, which game isn't a game with Lehens getting sacrificed as Leaper now just really struggling. There are piles of minions there as Dudu being treated like a ragdoll. Chovy going to cash in again. The last Nexus turret will be going down though. Let's bounce, says Cuz, and he is going to bounce from this game as Gen G will clean out the Nexus. And it's not looking like the Gen G slump is happening anytime soon, Wolf.
But I feel like the fact that they can both just layer their ultimates on top of Lehens' CC.
They have a bit of experience. I'm pretty sure that they beat D+ when Showmaker played the Ziggs in Game 3.
Yeah, I think that was Azir. Aha.
Right. Yeah, just pick an 80 carry, I guess. Fair enough, Chovy. Fair enough. He's like, oh, that's a long-range mage? Well. Yeah, and also less range. They shouldn't be able to necessarily play in the neutral all that well, but it's Gen G, so who knows? Let's jump into the rift. All right. Chovy now going to do the same thing where he just walks up this little pathway after warding and just fights the enemy mid laner from behind the wave.
Yeah, I mean, Bulldog has an empowered auto, so that's what he's got. Chovy's otherwise going to win this song.
Oh, he's going to find the empowered auto attack because these minions are getting frustrating. Chovy using the barrier very early.
Yeah, this looks like a pick that Chovy is not that experienced on, just based on that. But it's his 61st unique pick, so we'll let it slide.
The Quantum Freaks vibe, you know, where they do like to do things a little bit differently. As Deadly Flourish going to connect, and Pei's going to have to cleanse pretty early on in this one. There it is.
All right, 2 summoners down, the heal expended as well by Lehens.
Yeah, nicely done. Quantum actually holding on to his Ignite as well. Now looking for a rotation over. Canyon going to discover him as Lehens comes in, finds the grand entrance. Permafrost, and that's first blood. Oh, man, all of that good work.
Yeah, it's all just washed away now, and it's Canyon And he had a lot of vision in the river. Let's see what happens when he doesn't have teleport and he has to come back to lane.
Yeah, let's see whether Cuz is going to be able to get here in time as well to save this guy, as I don't think it's going to happen. Permafrost comes down. He is hopping around, but Slicing Maelstrom comes in. Cuz is going to look to try and get rid of Keen, and Mega Inferno Bomb's going to be able to lock it down. Who's the better Yordle? Right now, it is Bulldog. He is going to miss a whole bunch of his buttons, but that's fine. Quantum's moving over, looking to try and help Chovy out. Bouncing Bomb going to be coming on through, but the Honey Fruit should be eaten here as Chovy just going to dash his way out. Nice little Extendo Beam.
And is now running out of Mega Gnar. Oh, it was so good until it...
Lehens is pretty close to like being dead, but it's okay. The stun comes through, and now you've got Grubs that are attempting to be taken.
True. Stats. See, this is the worst thing I've seen from him in a while.
Yeah, Keen in a lot of trouble. I've seen this one before as well, as Mega Inferno Bomb comes down, avoids the drill, but now Mini Gnar comes through. Oh, Dudu, good sidestep, but that means that Keen will live. Canyon putting out a fire in the top lane. Yeah. Gets the demolish there as well, as Quantum does make his way back. And now the ulti from Chovy. He's going for it, looking for the fight. He gets the slowdown with the Extendo Beam, as now Bulldog going to be able to at least force Chovy to take a turret shot. It's looking a little bit dangerous, but both of them looking a little worse for wear. Should be fine on either side.
Which is pretty important for him, as
Yep, Zenith Blade coming down here as Cuz moving in. Uses the Steadfast Presence to speed himself up, and that means that he won't have that one to stop Lehens from being able to battle dance around, but just a little bit too far from the play. Anyway,
the mid lane with the kill going over to the Ziggs, the CS advantage pays.
Yeah, Captive Audience comes down as in goes Lehens, and this is not a 1v1 anymore. There's the curtain call as Leaper, he's just going to seal his own fate by pressing the R button.
Yeah, there's a bit of an animation on that one, as everyone knows. And, that does allow FaZe to guarantee the shot there, and this is going to be likely Dragon.
Well, there is also a kill on a Poppy angle, and that is going to come on through. So, as I was saying, this one's over.
Because that first one slows him, and the second one is easy to follow up on.
Yep. Dudu is also just dead as well. That's a solo kill for Keen.
Yeah, I think we have to ban replays for the rest of the series for the play on to Dudu moments before. So yeah, I mean, there was an angle. Speaking of angles.
Well, there's a curtain call. Let's see whether Leaper can actually avoid all of this. And the answer is no. And I don't think anyone could have. That was just too many things that looked like they hurt flying towards the young Ezreal underneath the turret.
Do you guys... Okay, hold on. Bulldog may also be...
Assault does not actually connect there, as Quickness is going to help out. Bulldog going to be flashing here as Chovy turns up. Mega Inferno Bomb might be able to line something up here, but not enough damage. The Ignite now ticking, but not actually going to result in anything at all. So that is just Bulldog being taken out as well.
It feels like we're living that world a little bit. We're not fully there, but we're kind of there.
There's also sort of, it's pretty stark when it's between these two teams. So I'll hold that thought. That is going to be Lehens getting punished, giving Leaper a kill here as well. That's actually a big deal as Cuz throws his buckler around, projectiles being traded. Ignore the fact that the top lane just exploded. Keen is gigantic.
That's a first brick on a 2-kill cannon who is 40 CS up.
Bulldog does not manage to find the satchel, and so Chovy is just going to kill him and dies himself.
Oh, 200 gold, the advantage for Bulldog on that play.
There you go. No more bounty.
No more bounty.
Yep, local gold comes in as well. He might also be able to get himself a kill as W goes wide there from Leaper, but Quantum, I think, should be able to keep himself up. Yep, able to avoid the deadly flourish. That is certainly good. They get themselves out. Quickness comes in. Curtains have been called. That is a deadly owner. Swings the sword around, but otherwise not too much happening there as Leaper going to take that last bullet. Now Canyon's here as well, and his pet Rift Herald, and Keen's down here. What's Keen doing here? As that's going to be a Glacial Prison connecting. There is also going to be an inner turret being taken down.
Chovy also able to get topside here to deny the Gnar push, so that would be, something. That'd be something back. But
how many Yordles does it take to kill Chovy? It looks like 3. 3.
Yeah. Yeah, don't need the Tootsie Pop Owl or anything like that for this one. It's just, it's very punishable.
It is.
Bulldog.
It's okay.
He's like, I'm going to go for the kill mid. And... Well, by comparison...
Exactly. Oh, man. I know exactly where you're coming from. As Quickness comes on in, Lehens throwing abilities around, doing some stuff. Deadly Flourish is going to miss. And Bulldog... stuck between the base gates, and there is a good flash to get himself out of the way, and it is a Cloud Soul. Oh, baby.
You ever just get camped by a Rakan outside of your base? That's
yeah.
The Jhin follow-up, though, is so long range. It's so easy as Quantum.
Oh, another Glacial Prison comes in, and that is going to be Quantum getting locked up. He is still Leona, so he does manage to tank for a while. Who didn't manage to tank for a while was Canyon, as FaZe takes a little bit of a journey. The longest turret shot of all time, bounty your way back into the game.
Quantum is going forward.
Yeah. True Shot Barrage also going to get a fair bit of value here as Heroic Charge into the wall. That is going to lock down Canyon. Aftershock not quite working, but takes a while to kill him as it's 1-for-1. And the quickness value is revolting from Lehens. It's then just going to be an instant quadra kill for Chovy, who's just not able to get a penta because FaZe has to finish it off because Chovy was dead. So that's going to be the ace. And FaZe and Keen left alive. We'll see how it happened. Is we're going to go back to exactly the same spot as Canyon once again going down low. Is this another replay?
No.
Am I in a replay?
Lehens only has a few seconds left for his cooldown, so he's waiting to make it a replay. Hold on, just give it.
Oh, got it. Okay, we'll give it a sec. As Keen is desperate to not make it a replay. He wants to be part of this one. As, oh God! That wasn't even a fourth shot.
Yeah.
That was, I think, a shuriken.
Well, they could... Okay, that was very close. Okay, that was also close, but let's see. Leaper, I think, might just be destined for death.
He might. Canyon going to be here as well, so it's not just Lehens. I think Lehens loses that 1v1. FaZe is going to turn up, and that is a very, very dead Leaper.
I haven't looked at the... I was going to watch this again.
Oh, yeah, we need this audio. Listen to Chovy.
Specifically Chovy. Watch Chovy. Hold on, he's gonna... Okay, he said we can do this,
When does he start calling for penta?
Here we go. Considering what's happened to FaZe in this penta...
On Jhin?
Yeah.
That's right, Quantum not going to be able to find too much. Pace just walks too fast. Heroic Charge also not connecting as Mega Inferno Bomb not doing enough. Didn't hit the sweet spot as now Canyon able to reposition. Keen! Oh dear, he gets thrown back by the Gnar, but it's into the Poppy. And now it is FaZe's turn to attempt a penta, but it's not going to work out. The pesky Yordle is going to be able to deny it. Now the curtains have been called and none of the bullets are going to connect. But that is fine because Genji are just inside the enemy base.
Yeah, this is looking like it's going to be a second inhibitor at worst case for Genji. Looking like they might be able to get more as FaZe gets that big shot on the turret. Yeah. Chovy still has ult.
As Deadly Flourish Leaper is just executed. Quantum goes in to try and defend, but he was already dead as the Zenith Blade started going out, and now both Nexus turrets are going to be taken out. The Gatekeeper, Lehens here with a very large health bar, is going to just make sure that this Nexus is going to go down cleanly, and Genji, they're really good.
What are we up to now? 12 series to showcase it this season?
Yeah.
They are, with this win, going to Worlds. They are, with this win, going to playoffs, which was never in doubt for anyone.
No, not even a little bit.
But now it is 100% guaranteed.
Mathematically confirmed.
That's some Jhin damage. I think it's okay to be a Jhin voter, you know?
Jhin damage bar, like, I mean,
over 1,000
over 1,000 DPM as Jhin.
As Jhin, yeah.
Thank you very much, guys. This is Dear for the POG interview translation, joined by FaZe on the side of Genji, who just defeated Kwangdong to secure their 12th consecutive victory. Congratulations! FaZe, with today's victory, you secured a spot in the playoffs and qualified for Worlds. So how do you feel? I didn't know we would secure it so earlier on, and being able to get a clean victory and being able to qualify for both Worlds and playoffs makes me very happy. Yeah, so along with qualifying, you're on a 12 winning streak. So how does it feel to keep on winning? You know, I don't really care about the winning streak. I don't know. I don't really have any much thoughts on that. And with the solo POG, you have gotten 700 POG points and you are tied at the first place. And there hasn't been an 80 carry at the top of the POG standings until you made your mark. So what are your thoughts on this? You know, it feels great to be the only 80s carry on the top of the standings. So I hope that I can keep getting more POGs in the future. And in game 1, Chovy picked the very first LCK's mid Draven. So we noticed that he had a smile on his face. So what were you guys talking about? Honestly, being such an uncommon pick, I feel like that's probably why he was just smiling. I think we were just really waiting for everyone's reaction to it. To be honest, I don't really understand what the meaning behind his smile was, but I feel like I would have smiled because no one else has played it ever. And Pace in game 1, there were so many kills at 13 minutes, and by 20 minutes, you had a 12k gold difference, creating such a one-sided game. So what are your thoughts on this big snowball? So I think we were playing Ezreal and Zyra. You know, as long as we're just scaling normally, I think it's just really hard to deal with it from the enemy's perspective. So that's probably why I ended up snowballing so hard. So we got a highlight ready. Not even 5 minutes into the game, you leaped across the wall for this kill. What are your thoughts? Yeah, I think we just had a really good setup. I think at this point, because of my items, I was just so much stronger than the enemy AD carry. So I think we're just talking about the matchup and just like the whole situation about how I was probably the situation. I was just in a more favorable position. So Genji actually brought out new picks in both games today. In game 2, we had Chovy's mid Seri and your Jin to top it off. So was there any preparation before? I think there are other leagues that play mid-Seri, and I think we've always thought that mid-Seri is really good, and given how good Chovy is at mid-Seri, I think we were talking about maybe flex picking her too. And in the end, just looking at the comp, we noticed that it would be really good to top it off with Jin, so that's why we went with Jin. And so Chovy in both games played AD carry champions, the Zeri and the Draven, and as a skilled Zeri and Draven player, what do you think? How did he do? I think Chovy happens to be a really good AD carry player, but you know, it was really disappointing that he couldn't get the pentakill. It was very hurtful, and you know, it gave me a heartache just to look at that. So that means that he needs some work, right? I guess so, you could say that. So in the next highlight is the pentakill that Chovy's almost pentakill moment right here. Ezreal's coming. Oh, penta?
굉장히 아쉬워하시더라고요. 이때 상황 어땠나요?
You guys seem to be so disappointed. What was going on here? Honestly, I really wanted him to get his pentakill, so it was the first time he got to a quadra kill, so with it being so close to penta, I think everyone was just so heartbroken. And the very end, you got your penta stolen, so what are your thoughts on that? You know, the first highlight was definitely a very good moment for a pentakill, but the second pentakill, it was maybe a little too forced, so I'm not too concerned about that one. So Pace, your Jin is solid too, so what can't you play? And can you tell us how satisfied you are with your Jin gameplay today? Out of 100?
100점 만점에 100점.
I'll give myself 100.
만족스러운 플레이였다라고 인정하시는 것 같습니다. 이제 현재까지 12연승을 달성한 젠지입니다. 어디까지 올라갈
So you guys are on your 12th winning streak. How far do you think you're going to go?
아직도 완벽하다고 생각하지 않아가지고 그냥
You know, we don't believe that we're perfect yet. like every match we play, we have a mistake and points that we mess up, and we have to always improve and refine our play. So as long as we're able to do that, I think we'll reach that point. So any resolution in the future? I think with today we advanced to the playoffs and qualified for Worlds, and I really want to make sure that we don't keep our guard down, and I really want to be able to keep it up and keep it going for the future as well. And that's the end of the interview from Pace, and back to the space. Thank you.